On that note, we start with news. Is that what we start with?
Yes, we do. And there's a big one.
Oh, is there something? What happened, Sam?
Grande.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. released 17 minutes, and we're going to watch all of it right now.
No, that's not news. We're going to talk about that as far as our other shows later.
Later. See the little tease so they can stick around. We're going to talk about the other
But seriously, what happened?
Did you know it was a teaser? Did you forget that we were doing it later?
Let's talk about Avengers. I forget. I have it all written down. Duh.
So yeah, we got the Avengers Infinity War trailer. People have been anticipating this since Comic-Con footage dropped.
Spidey senses.
They've been anticipating this since the end of the first Avengers, the post-credit scene where Thanos showed up.
Mm-hmm. He finally here, big boys.
He's finally here. The
Ron
giant
Perlman in the house.
Yeah, this giant purple scrotum chin alien is finally here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I feel like we should start on a positive note, but I was kind of underwhelmed. I was kind of like, that's fine.
That's your positive note?
No, I was apologizing. I was apologizing prior that I couldn't start it off on a positive.
Oh, it's okay.
You realize when you say, I feel as if I should start it on a positive note, I was underwhelmed.
I was underwhelmed.
Like,
now let's dig into it.
Yeah.
Ja feel. But I was not.
Okay.
I think that it's easy to be underwhelmed because it's just so saturated. Like, we've seen this.
Yeah.
There was nothing about this that was like, wowza, holy crap. But I was just so excited because it's so many characters I love.
They're finally there.
Maybe
everybody.
that's why I don't, because I don't have a lot of investment with these characters beyond maybe Iron Man and Cap.
And maybe Black Panthers.
Yeah, I'm very excited about Black Panther. And to be fair, I love Civil War is one of my favorite Marvel movies. Same directors. They definitely have a strong sense of the characters. My favorite moment is just the hairs on Peter's arm going up to symbolize the Spidey sense. I thought it was a nice, elegant, simple way, and that's something I like about these writers and these directors is that they get what makes the characters work, so they don't have to like jump through as many hoops to make it different. They're able to just zone in on what makes these characters work.
Sam, what did you think about Flash?
Oh my God, he's just
That's
fucking
part of the
nailed.
trailer?
I don't know how they got him so good.
Yeah.
Like they really nailed him.
You couldn't even blink, otherwise he was gone.
Exactly. But overall, no, I wasn't underwhelmed. I was whelmed. From
There you go.
One of our favorite shows, I was
Yep.
whelmed. Nothing really. There was just some cool shots, which obviously they know how to nail like the money shot of like all the people running to the camera, or
Nailed
like
it.
that spin around shot from the first Avengers of that jumping out of the car. You know, that scene in the second Avengers movie. They know how to get those, and that's what made me excited. I liked the Iron Spider whatever suit in this more than seeing it by itself. I like seeing it in action. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I think, but my favorite moment is the arm.
Yeah,
the arm
it's just
hair
a nice
thing.
little character beat. I don't like the design of the Iron Spider suit. I did not like that half this trailer looked like a PS4 cutscene between Thanos and Spider-Man, and just even the one thing they've always been able to do really well that's completely CG is Iron Man's armor. Usually it's completely CG, and you can never really tell. In this one, it looked bad. Like it just looks not great.
All right, but it is a trailer. And we'll
Yeah.
see where they go. I love what's going on with Cap. I love Get That Man a Shield.
Yeah.
I think that the best part of this trailer is that you don't love it, because I think that bodes very well for the film.
There you go.
'Cause
Why?
Just because I feel as if they were like, this didn't feel like they were trying that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know that sounds silly, but I think when you have something so brilliant, like if you have something great, you're probably just like, we want to save the gold. Wishful thinking, possibly, but
Yeah, I think you might be right. And again, these filmmakers have done an excellent job before. I'm a little worried that it might be too much. It just might be too much. It might be too much, like too many characters, too many. Because one of the things that worked for Civil War for me is I really liked it had that the grounding connective tissue of Cap and Iron Man, and then Cap's relation with Bucky,
Yeah.
and then Black Panther's arc. And I don't know with as many characters are how you can find those character arcs in a movie of this size.
it's very similar to the problems that I have with a lot of the X-Men films. Which
Yeah.
I really enjoy, but at the same time, I'm like, holy guacamole, there's 50 people I have to care about.
Yeah, and they usually
That's
resolve that by
hard.
just making it be about Wolverine.
Yes.
or Professor X and Magneto again.
Yeah.
Because like one of the best parts of Days of Future Past, which had double the amount of characters,
Yeah.
the way it worked so well was it was Wolverine we're focusing on for this, and then Professor X, especially that scene when he talks to himself.
Yeah.
So fucking cool. I
And then
love
they
that
made
movie.
that, and then they did a good job with the connective arc between with Mystique, making it being about can you change the trajectory of your life. And they were able to ground it to something, because I think that's really important with genre stuff that I think people lose sight of. Like a lot of times, like I hear when people write about The Walking Dead, they're like, well, what's The Walking Dead about? It's about how miserable things would be if zombies existed. Great. That's not relatable to me. Like I don't have to worry about zombies existing.
They don't know.
Yeah, and so it's like if you can connect it to something, I think the point of genre fiction like this is to take the stuff we deal with every day and talk about it in a grander scale to basically help the medicine go down, help contextualize our lives, help
medicine go down.
Exactly.
Medicine go down.
Soundboard for the win. And so, hopefully this movie can find a way to do that, to connect to something real and relatable, and not just be like, hey, look at all these guys.
We didn't know anything about Black Panther going into Civil War. We didn't know how he was going to be used. He felt I was nervous because he felt tacked on, like wouldn't be without seeing anything or without knowing anything. And so I'm excited to see how they handle all these characters, because they did such a good job with his story in Civil War.
They did a great job. Watching Civil War reminded me a lot of the best episodes of Justice League Unlimited, where they every character was distilled to their coolest potential. And so that gives me a lot of, and characters that had meh movies were great in Civil War. Ant-Man. Like I was sold on an Ant-Man sequel from Civil War.
That was not a meh movie.
It was a meh movie. Listen, no. It's fun. It's fun, but it's not like.
I'm not saying it's the greatest movie that ever existed, but it was not a movie.
I don't remember a lot of it, but I did like when he fought inside that suitcase.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like when he ran into a door 50 times.
I enjoyed Ant-Man more than Guardians of the Galaxy, but the point is that these creators do a good job of bringing out the best in these characters, and so hopefully it's not as overwhelming as I worry, because they pulled off Civil War and that should have been a train wreck.
We're getting a second Ant-Man movie.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm very excited for the Wasp. That's what I'm amped about.
That's more exciting.
If I'm being honest, I feel like they should have just made a Wasp movie. But whatever.
That would have been very cool. But they weren't gonna. They were like, "Oh, this is enough of a risk because it's unknown. We are not going with that."
And Edgar Wright stepped away, and it was just
also,
like,
how have we not gotten a Black Widow movie yet?
They missed. Not saying they can't ever.
But they kind of missed their window.
They did, but not being a thing now, because now it's a thing.
Basically, been the best part of every one of these movies that she's been in. How do you not give her whatever?
That's like obviously behind the scenes. They're like, no, screw you or something. I don't know. Completely related and totally relevant to what we're talking about. Sam, do you play instruments?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. Just the way you move your fingers, I could tell.
I play violin.
Do you?
I did. It's very bad at
he
it.
He does this thing with his hands when he talks. I was like, oh.
Interesting.
Play something.
Learn something new.
Now, guys, there's a reason why you sign up for the video podcast. You can just see.
I always give
You can go back. You can go back.
What is this? What is he doing over there?
Well, do you see what? Notice it now.
I'm
just going to be paying attention to your hands.
I'm going to sit on my hands. But
Yeah.
So for that's our thoughts on the Avengers Infinity War trailer. This video
and Sam's
hands. This is going to be going up on our YouTube as a little snippet of the rest of the thing. If you want to check out our thoughts on the Crisis of Earth on Earth X crossover, and you're watching this on YouTube, check us out. Go to Patreon. .com/onlystupidanswers.
There's a thing up there.
Why is my X so crooked?
To follow that and let us know what you think about Avengers, the Avengers Infinity War trailer in the comments down below. Now,
there's a link up there. Click the link.
Oh, I'm not even putting it. I'm just trying to make an X with DJ, but he won't.
Oh.
Thank you.
And then obviously every X has the middle part. It's like salt, pepper, and then paprika.